What if I told you this, or your life as it stands right now is not the life you have to live, it's the life you chose to live. Every decision, every excuse, every moment you gave into fear built the walls around the life you're in today. But here's the truth. You are not those walls. You are not your mistakes. You are not your past. You are the one who can destroy it all and rebuild something greater. You see, most people never wake up. They go through life half asleep, scrolling, wishing, waiting for someday. Someday they'll be happy. Someday they'll change. Someday they'll chase their dreams. But that someday never comes. Because someday is a lie we tell ourselves to feel safe in the present. To avoid the pain of facing the truth, that change is uncomfortable, that growth is terrifying, that becoming who you're meant to be requires destroying who you are right now. To rebuild your life, you must first tear it apart. You have to burn the version of you that's addicted to comfort. You have to kill the part of you that keeps making excuses. You have to let the weak, scared, lazy version of you die. Only then can you create something new. Every great rebirth starts with destruction. The caterpillar must dissolve before it becomes the butterfly. The seed must break before it grows into a tree. And you must be willing to shatter your old identity to find the strength that's been hiding underneath all along. But let me be clear, this won't be easy. This is not motivation you listen to and feel good about for 5 minutes. This is a war. A war between who you are and who you could become. And that war begins the moment you stop blaming the world and start taking responsibility. So ask yourself right now, who are you without your excuses? Who are you when you stop hiding behind your pain, your past, your comfort zone? What kind of life could you build if you stopped waiting for permission? The truth is, you already know what needs to change. You've known it for a long time. That relationship that drains you, that job that kills your spirit, that habit that numbs your potential, you've known all along, but knowing isn't enough. Knowledge doesn't rebuild your life. Action does. Courage does. Sacrifice does. So if you're tired of being stuck, if you're tired of your own excuses, then it's time to wake up. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Wake up from the illusion that you have time. You don't. Every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. Every day you spend in fear is another day stolen from the life you could have lived. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There is only this moment. Right here, right now. And this is the moment you decide to destroy everything that's holding you back. To stop running from pain and start running toward purpose. To break every chain, mental, emotional, physical, that's kept you small. Because one day you'll look back and realize that all the pain, all the struggle, all the heartbreak, it wasn't punishment. It was preparation. It was your awakening. The universe doesn't destroy you to hurt you. It destroys you to rebuild you. Stronger, wiser, unstoppable. And when you rise again, you'll realize something powerful. That the life you've always wanted wasn't waiting for you to be lucky. It was waiting for you to be ready. So burn it down. Burn down your fears. Burn down your doubts. Burn down every excuse that's ever whispered. You can't. Then from the ashes, rebuild. Brick by brick, habit by habit, day by day, until one morning you wake up and see the reflection of someone unrecognizable, not because you changed who you were, but because you finally became who you were meant to be. So now, you've burned it down. Everything that was holding you back, gone. The lies, the excuses, the old version of you that kept playing small. You faced the fire, and now you're standing in the ashes of your past life. But listen carefully, this is where most people quit, because destruction is dramatic, but rebuilding, Rebuilding is quiet, it's lonely, it's painful. It's the part where nobody's clapping for you, where no one's watching, where you have to show up for yourself every single day. Discipline. That's what separates dreamers from rebuilders. Discipline is doing what you said you'd do long after the mood you set it in has left. It's waking up early when your body screams for sleep. It's saying no to comfort, no to distraction, no to weakness. Because you know what's on the line. Your rebirth. And let me tell you this truth. Motivation will get you started, but discipline will keep you alive. Motivation fades the moment things get hard. Discipline whispers, keep going, when everything else in you says stop. Rebuilding your life isn't about getting everything right. It's about refusing to give up when everything goes wrong. It's about trusting the process, even when you can't see the result yet. It's about showing up, broken, exhausted, uncertain, and doing it anyway. Every brick you lay, every habit you build, every sacrifice you make matters. Even when it feels small, even when no one notices. Because one day those small efforts will become the foundation of a life you're proud of. You see, discipline is freedom. It's not punishment. It's not a prison. It's the path to power. Because when you master yourself, your emotions, your time, your thoughts, you become unstoppable. No obstacle can control a person who controls themselves. So wake up early. Train your body, train your mind, feed your soul with purpose, not pleasure. Choose growth over comfort every single time. Because comfort is the killer of greatness. Nobody rebuilds their life by staying comfortable. You rebuild it by doing the things you don't want to do until they become who you are. You push through the boredom, through the pain, through the silence, because that's where transformation lives. In the places most people are too afraid to go. Let me tell you something. The universe doesn't reward those who want it. It rewards those who work for it. The ones who refuse to make excuses. The ones who keep fighting even when they're bleeding. The ones who don't need applause because they already have purpose. Rebuilding your life means making 1,000 small choices that no one will ever see. It means forgiving yourself for who you were and becoming proud of who you're becoming. It means being brutally honest with yourself about your habits, your priorities, your time. You can't build a new life on the same foundation that broke you. You have to rebuild from truth, not illusion. Here's the part nobody talks about. Rebuilding hurts. Growth hurts. But so does staying the same. So the question is not will it hurt? The question is which pain will you choose? The pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Because regret is poison. Regret will haunt you long after the moment has passed. But discipline gives you power. Power to look in the mirror and say, I did it. I rebuilt. I didn't give up on me. Every morning you wake up, you're being tested. Tested by comfort, tested by doubt, tested by fear. And every morning you have the chance to answer with one simple act. Getting up and fighting again. No matter how small, no matter how slow, you move forward because every step you take is a vote for the person you're becoming. One day, all of this will make sense. All the pain, all the losses, all the nights you cried yourself to sleep, you'll look back and realize it wasn't destruction, it was construction. The universe was breaking you open so it could build something greater through you. So if you're rebuilding, don't rush it. Don't compare your progress. Don't chase approval. Brick by brick, day by day. That's how you rebuild an empire from ashes. And here's the best part. Once you rebuild yourself, no one can ever destroy you again because you'll know what it's like to lose everything and still rise. You'll know how to start from zero and still create something beautiful. You'll know that your power doesn't come from what you have. It comes from who you've become. So rebuild with patience, rebuild with purpose, rebuild with faith. Because the storm that once tried to destroy you will one day become the reason you learned how to fly. This is your second life. And it begins the moment you stop surviving and start rebuilding. You made it through the fire. You've crawled through the ashes. You've rebuilt piece by piece, day by day. And now you stand here, changed, not fixed, not perfect, but reborn. You see, the person you are now is not the same person who once broke. You carry scars. But those scars are proof that you healed. You carry memories, but those memories no longer define you. You carry pain. But now it's your power. Because you didn't just survive what tried to destroy you, you transformed through it. That's what true rebuilding is. It's not about returning to who you were. It's about becoming someone who could never be broken the same way again. The world will look at you and wonder how you did it, how you kept going when everything fell apart, how you smiled through the chaos, how you stood up again when life kept knocking you down. And you'll know the truth. You didn't do it because you were fearless. You did it despite the fear. You did it because deep down there was a voice whispering, "Don't give up, not yet. There's more for you." That voice, that's your soul. That's your higher self calling you toward purpose. And when you start listening to that voice, everything changes. You begin to realize you never needed the approval. You never needed the validation. You never needed anyone to believe in you. Because you've already been through hell. And hell didn't break you. It built you. And now you're ready to live, not from fear, not from the past, but from power. Because every time you rebuild, you gain a new kind of strength. The kind that can't be bought, taught, or taken. It's earned. Through pain, through patience, through perseverance. That's what it means to wake up. To truly see your life for what it is. Not a punishment, but a classroom. Every mistake was a lesson. Every heartbreak was a teacher. Every failure was a message. You are capable of more. So don't you dare waste this new life by going back to your old patterns. Don't you dare shrink back into comfort now that you've found your strength. Don't you dare apologize for the power you've earned. You were not born to be average. You were born to be awake, to live deliberately, to build intentionally, to inspire others, not by your words, but by your resilience. Because when people see you rise from the ruins, they'll start to believe they can too. You become a mirror, a reminder that no matter how dark it gets, light is always possible. Listen, rebuilding your life was never about becoming better than someone else. It was about becoming better than the person you were yesterday. It was about remembering that your story isn't over. It's just beginning again. This time you're writing it consciously. This time you're building from truth, not fear. From purpose, not pain. From love, not lack. And that changes everything, so breathe. Look around. This moment is the beginning of your second life. A life you built with your own hands, your own heart, your own sweat and tears. You've earned this peace. You've earned this strength. You've earned the right to start again. Now live like it. Speak like it. Walk like it. Carry yourself like someone who rebuilt their world from ashes. When the world tries to shake you again, and it will, remember you've already been through worse. You've already rebuilt once. You can rebuild again. You are unbreakable now. You are unstoppable now. Because you no longer fear falling, you've learned how to rise. So wake up every morning knowing this truth. You are not a victim of your past. You are the architect of your future. And the life you want, the life you deserve, is already waiting for you to build it. Brick by brick, day by day, moment by moment. Because rebuilding your life was never just about survival. It was about awakening. And today, you are finally awake.